What is going on, guys? We are actually on our way in the official RedBeard mobile. It's Mike's new car, which we affectionately call the Rogue One. So we're on our way to meet up with our good friends at the Dweeb Factory, who, if you guys haven't subscribed to their channel yet, you can go to Dweeb Factory. Just search it on YouTube. I don't know, we'll throw a link up or something. But we're going to talk all things Star Wars, particularly because just this past week was Force Friday, which was really cool, and I took advantage of, like, immediately from landing from Las Vegas. Went to Toys R Us, picked up the X-Wing Lego set, and then I got some of the other figures. We got some more today. I'm wearing my sweet BB-8 shirt. Now, Mike, you are a huge fan of toys, and what did you think about Force Friday? Because that was a really unique thing that they did.
I stayed away from Force Friday because, as you know, I have a serious addiction to the Batman toys. So I intentionally did not leave the house because I knew it would cost me too much money. And I ended up going to Target like the next day, and it was cleaned out. Everything was gone. Nothing to be found anywhere.
Nothing to be found. Philip, did you see anything that you thought was really cool that came out?
Really wanted the remote control BB-8. Talked myself out of it because I had to go to Colorado the next day. So I too took the lead of Mike, stayed away from Force Friday because I knew it was just going to cost way too much money. And my wife would have been really mad if I'd have told her we couldn't go to Colorado anymore because I spent it on Star Wars stuff.
It's a wise decision.
That was probably a really smart decision, but also would have been a really cool story to be like, yeah, we can take the road trip.
As long as you guys let me live with you.
Because I bought a bunch of Star Wars shit.
Yeah.
So again, like me as well, I'm very interested in that remote control BB-8. That thing looks amazing. It'll look really nice next to my remote control claptrap. They can have battles and whatnot. So definitely looking forward to getting one of those, and I will. I'm kind of waiting for, ThinkGeek or GameStop.com to have them back in availability, in stock, and then I'm totally going to jump all over that. Now, there's a lot of mystery still coming up in regards to Episode 7. I've heard things like, they've already started filming Rogue One. I've heard they've already picked out, like, spots where they're going to start filming Episode 8. Like, they're really gung-ho. What are you most excited, Mike, about the Episode 7 coming up?
I don't even know where to start with the excitement. I'm getting goosebumps on my arms just thinking about the trailer. What did we see, like a minute and a half of footage?
Yeah.
And that thing, like, I can't even wait. Imagine what the next trailer is going to show. Like, we haven't even seen Luke Skywalker yet. Really, I mean, we've heard him.
And then there was the leaked picture of him, like, in the full Jedi robe.
Yeah, in the full robe. Like, we haven't seen Princess Leia.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of them. As a matter of fact, they've been so kind of secretive about a lot of those plot points that even the toys are kind of hidden. So, like, you don't see, there's not a Luke Skywalker or a Leia in any of the Lego sets. I'm a huge Lego fan, so I kind of kept up with that stuff. And then the Captain Phasma Lego, like, minifig, if you take off her helmet, it's actually just a black, like, Lego headpiece with no definition. And then the Kylo Ren, if you take his mask off, it's just like another mask underneath it. So really secretive, and they're not really releasing a whole lot.
Ren, he may not ever take off his mask.
But I mean, there's promotional images that have the actor with his mask off, and that's what's so crazy is that, like, what the actor looks like. He's that guy from that show Girls, which will, he'll forever be known as, like, Kylo Ren. But I think one of the things that's really unique about Episode 7 and really cool is that we don't know anything about it. With George, like, we don't really know what the plot is, other than, we know it's the New Order. We know that, Kylo Ren, from what I understand, is, like, apparently, like, a fanatic for Sith artifacts. I think that's kind of where the plot will take us. But what do you think, Mike? What are some of your theories?
Some of my theories. This is the big reason why I stayed away from Force Friday. Because, one, I thought the toys were going to have spoilers, which now that you learned me, they haven't. But I remember when Attack of the Clones came out, I went and bought an Anakin and took him out of his package. And his arm fell off. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then you go and see the movie and you're like, oh yeah, his arm got cut off. So the toys definitely spoiled some stuff the last go around with the prequel. So it's nice though the toys aren't doing that. I'm honestly really interested to see why C-3PO has a red arm.
Yes, and a matter of fact, there's dude, what's so crazy is like it looks just like Big Boss or Snake's arm in the Phantom Pain. There is a 3PO comic that's coming out that I think is supposed to like explain that. But you don't even know if like, because I've seen other images where C-3PO has both the gold arms. So I don't know if this is something that happens before the movie or if he acquires that arm in the movie. I mean, it might even be something as simple as, you know, he got torn apart somehow and then the only replacement part they had was a red arm.
I'll tell you what I'm excited about. There's a Chewbacca comic coming out. I think it's supposed to be a short series, like 5 or 6.
Like they did with the Princess Leia?
Yeah, just a short. Here's Chewbacca, but it's being described as a space western.
Nice.
And I'm all about some space westerns, so I'm really amped about that.
That would be really awesome, man. Marvel and Disney have really tied in a lot of really kind of cool themes. Now, I'm actually a couple issues backlogged because I've just been saving my comics up and not reading them on purpose, so I can read them when I'm going to be at home after my surgery, so I'll have plenty of stuff to read. But, you know, the only thing that I really didn't dig in the Star Wars comic, and this might be a spoiler, so I'm going to warn you there, but it shows that Han Solo has, like, been married before. And what I didn't like about that, and then that could just be like, I didn't read the comic after that, so it could just be like a one-off or like a weird scenario. But what I didn't like is that the comic, and it takes place in the official Star Wars comic series, is that, you know, it happens in between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back, and they've never alluded to the Han Solo being previously married in any of the other movies. So to insert canon like that in between an established trilogy seemed like an odd move.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. It's just a weird thing to go back and like rewrite history that big. And like you said, it could be a one-off.
It could be.
Mean anything. You just be like, hey, by the way, he got hitched, now he's not.
Yeah, or it's like a dream sequence and like it really has no significance.
That would make more sense if you did it between 3 and 4. So if you did it between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. Because like you say, if you do it between New Hope and Empire, that dramatically changes
A lot.
Yeah, and in the comic, he's with Leia when it happens. Like they're kind of hiding on this planet that he normally like just as a smuggler, or as you know he generally goes to. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I can't express my excitement. I was really excited, of course, for Jurassic World. I loved it, and I'm just thrown right back into the excitement. Mike, on a scale of 1 to 100, how off the charts are your Metachlorians in excitement for episode 7?
No, it's well over 100. It's to the point where multiple people have told me I should lower my expectations because I'm going to be disappointed. And my response always is, it's the Star Wars. I'm not going to be disappointed.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like I feel that the excitement and the hype like that lead up to a movie, I can like, especially like with Jurassic World, that's kind of like half of it, right? Is having that excitement and feeling like a kid again. What about you, Philip?
Absolutely. I'm with Mike. I've been told numerous times, don't get your hopes up. They failed before 3 times. But
that was George Lucas, that wasn't Disney.
Yeah, so I'm saying they've done such a good job with some of these other movies they've been coming out with that I'm pretty amped. I mean, so far the trailers got me amped. I mean, I still get goosebumps. I've seen it 100 times. When Han Solo tells Chewie we're home, when they get on the hallway in the Millennium Falcon, goosebumps.
Goosebumps, absolutely. I'm the same way, man. And you know, I said this to Mike when they first announced it. If J.J. Abrams does half a decent job that he did with the Star Trek movies, simply because it's Star Wars, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So
even if it's at the level of Star Trek,
yeah,
the last 2 that he did, I'll be completely happy.
It's going to be awesome. Yep, I'm incredibly excited. And yeah, so that's a little brief discussion about the Star Wars and our excitement. We're going to go talk to the Dweeb Factory guys. We will link that on the social medias and on the Facebook page and stuff like that. If you guys have any other ideas or questions or topics that you would like us to cover, make sure you let us know in the comments. And we will be talking more Star Wars. And may the Force be with you.